In the past few years, the Moto G series has set a standard in affordable phones that few can match. This year, Lenovo has two G series phones, the Moto G5 and the Moto G5 Plus. The G5 Plus is the one that has gotten all the attention so far. It has got the powerful and very battery-savvy Snapdragon 625 system chip, it has got a fast dual-pixel autofocus camera, and it has a starting price of just $230. And then there is the Moto G5 that we have up here for review. It has a much different finish than the G5 Plus, and this is important to know. It has a smaller 5 display, it has the severely less powerful Snapdragon 430, a completely different camera and half the onboard storage. And it is also not available in the United States, and this one is an even more important distinction. Why? Simple, price of the Moto G5 Plus might be set at $230 in the USA, but in Europe and the rest of the world it rocks a much higher, $280 to $300 price, equivalent to no less than $305. This higher price opens the space for the Moto G5, a $230 phone that would make no sense in the United States. Are all the compromises made to get to that lower price worth it, though? We take a deeper dive in the Moto G5 experience to see what living with a dirt cheap phone is all about. Stick with us for some interesting conclusions. Interface and functionality. Android 7.0 Nougat with some cool features added by Moto, but we never got fully used to the optional one-button nav. The Moto G5 comes with Android 7.0 Nougat on board with a very light Moto skin on top. The extent of the Moto skin is mostly limited to the custom gestures, things like the double chop action to start the flashlight or the dual flick wrist gesture to start the camera. Those are nice things to have. We also like the new swipe up app drawer, it is quick and intuitive, and we're happy to see it on the G5. You also have a couple of cool widgets, a big 3:1 weather, time and calendar widget on both the home panel and the lock screen, which is nice. You also have peak notifications from the lock screen, so you don't have to unlock your phone to take a quick look at what's new. The phone also recognizes when you raise it and automatically lights up the time on the lock screen. The biggest question mark that we have around the experience is about the new one-button nav. It is not enabled by default, but it is cool, so we decided to try it out. You toggle it on or off via the Moto app and not the settings, so keep that in mind. So what does it do? It uses the fingerprint scanner on the front as a navigation button. Tap it once to go home, swipe right for recents, left for back. Sounds cool on paper and allows you to disable the space-consuming on-screen navigation keys, but we just could not get used to it perfectly. The back action in particular that we use so often, the phone would mistake for something else or not register properly the first time. After some time, we just switched to using on-screen nav keys that we are sure we will hit right every time. The Moto G5 comes with the Google Assistant on board. You bring it up by long holding the home key and on-screen navigation, and it has a fast and reliable voice assistant.